Hi everyone, I'm Maura Rivera, CMO here at Qualified, and today we're excited to talk to you about Piper's newest capability, Agentic Nurture. Now we're squarely in the era of agentic marketing, where you can leave the traditional marketing funnel behind and put an AI SDR agent at the center of your funnel to generate pipeline at massive scale. And thanks to you, we've seen hundreds of companies bring Piper onto their teams to do this, establishing her as the #1 AI SDR agent on the market. Now, the cool thing is, to us, she's just Piper, but to all of you, she goes by many names. But no matter the name, she has one simple goal, and that's to generate pipeline. Now, to help you get the most pipeline impact as marketers, we must keep innovating. That's why just a few weeks ago, we launched Piper X, the world's first AI SDR super agent. During this launch, we debuted all of the capabilities that make her so powerful. We talked about her ability to be multi-channel and work across your most important channels, the website and email. We talked about her multi-language capabilities, helping you service your global customers. And of course, we talked about multimodal, the fact that you can now have face-to-face conversations with Piper right on your website using text, voice, and video. We unveiled her multi-agent architecture, all of the capabilities that make her more capable than your best human SDR ever. And last but not least, we talked about the fact that Piper is now multi-stage, the fact that she can work the entire funnel from top to bottom. These are all of the things that make her a true super agent. And today, we're going to talk even more about this multi-stage full funnel functionality and the power of the all-new Agentic Nurture powered by Piper, the AI SDR agent. Now, before we go into how Agentic Nurture works, let's talk about the traditional marketing funnel. So as marketers, we're doing all of these things to generate campaigns, capture leads, and put MQLs, or marketing qualified leads, into the hands of our salespeople. Now, when we talk about MQLs, these are buyers who are showing high intent. Perhaps they ask to talk to sales or schedule a meeting. Typically, these are the leads that human SDRs work. Now, we all know that the human SDR model, it's flawed. It's an expensive team to maintain, they have limited capacity, they're slow on their follow-up, the quality is often subpar, and there's a revolving door of talent. This has been the perfect place to start with Piper, the AI SDR agent. Have her work all of those hand raisers and get them into a meeting as quickly as possible. But what about all of the other leads? As marketers, we're doing all of these things to put on great events, craft valuable content, distribute thought leadership campaigns, and try and warm up our buyers to stay top of mind before they're truly sales ready. Historically, we've stuck these top of funnel buyers into something that we call traditional nurture. As marketers, we would never have the human SDR capacity to work these leads. So we did the best that we could with what we had, and we would try to engage them using rules-based one-to-many email journeys. We would segment, we would create a slew of templated emails, and we would try and personalize these campaigns and journeys as well as we possibly could. But we all know the reality of traditional nurture. These buyers get stuck in a graveyard, and we periodically reach out to try and warm them up. This traditional nurture process is a huge headache for marketers, and it's frankly not a super impactful pipeline program. Let's look at some of the stats. It's resource heavy. 49% of marketers say building workflows is their biggest challenge. The personalization is limited. 63% of marketers say they still struggle with personalization. High touch is required. It takes at least 11 touches to get an effective nurture journey. And the quality, it's poor. Only 16% of marketers say that their nurture efforts are excellent. But the worst part of all of this, it's lacking results. Only 1.8% of folks who engage with nurture journeys today convert into pipeline. The fact of the matter is everybody loses. The marketers lose because they're wed to an intensive, resource-intensive system. The buyers lose because they receive unpersonalized, untimely engagements. And the businesses lose because they're relying on campaigns that have low conversion and generate low pipeline. Frankly, traditional nurture was built for a world before AI, and it's the best solution that we've had for a while. But now, in the agentic era, there has to be a better way. So at Qualified, we ask ourselves, what if you had an AI SDR agent to work all of your leads? Not just those sales-ready leads, but also those top-of-funnel buyers who are starting to show interest in your brand. And what if you could do it intelligently and at scale? Now that's what we're going to talk about today. Introducing Agentic Nurture, powered by Piper, the AI SDR agent. The promise of Agentic Nurture is that you have one AI SDR agent who can work all of your leads, those top-of-funnel buyers who are starting to show interest, and you can warm them up with the right offers, as well as, of course, those bottom-of-funnel buyers who are ready to meet with sales. Now, how does Agentic marketing work? And how does Agentic Nurture work? It's so much more than a replacement of traditional nurture. With Agentic Nurture, powered by Piper, the AI SDR agent, she has all of the context of your buyers, both the lead and the account. She has access to all of your offers that are in market. She knows the most recent things that you've debuted as a marketing team. She's always watching for signals so that she can interact based on things like website behavior or buying intent. And then she can go to work, of course, across email to try and nurture folks and nudge them and move them down their journey. But she also can interact with them on the website, so she can surface that really seamless experience for those buyers. She pulls all of that together intelligently to engage these buyers at the right time with the right content and pull them down the funnel. Now, the beauty of Agentic Nurture, there are no rules-based journeys. Believe that, no rules-based journeys. Just one AI SDR agent who can deliver bespoke experiences to every single buyer. Now, as we talk about Agentic Nurture, there are a lot of powerful use cases here. You could deploy Piper to engage with folks who are just sitting in your leads database and you haven't engaged with in a really long time. Set her loose to try and work those folks. You could have her nurture folks who attended an event or a webinar to try and keep them warm and keep your product top of mind. Or, of course, you can engage with folks who are reading your content on your website but aren't quite showing signals that they're ready to book a meeting just yet. Surface relevant offers to stay top of mind and move them down the funnel. With Agentic Nurture, the possibilities are endless. Say goodbye to all of the pain of traditional nurture. No more pre-canned templates. Instead, we have one-to-one personalization. No more rigid rules-based journeys. Instead, we have an agent who's dynamically nurturing folks based on what's right for them. No more trigger-based journeys. Instead, we have an agent who's watching for signals and making decisions on the right time to reach out. No more limited context. Piper has a clear picture of each buyer and their account. And it's not just stuck to email anymore. We now have an agent who can go to work across your most important channels to warm up, engage, and pull your buyers down the funnel across the email inbox and the website.